Hey guys, it's your girl Tara Crush, and she's back with another review. This time it's for Sistas on BET for you. I had to throw the for you in there because, I'm a poet and whatnot, and something needed to rhyme with review. Anyway, hi guys, did y'all miss me? I missed you guys. I missed you so much. But first, let me ask, if you have not already, please hit my subscribe button. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. I just thank you for being here. I thank you for watching. Okay, so guys, I've not been here in a couple of weeks. I have been in and out of hotel rooms, on and off of airplanes, in and out of automobiles, driving hours at a time. And finally, I am in Atlanta, and my stuff is in Atlanta. And yes, I can move on with my life. I can move forward. So I finally got my cable and my internet on today, so I am starting to get caught up. So you see how bad I wanted to get back to you guys. They just turned it on today. I'm lying. They turned it on yesterday, but I didn't watch it yesterday. I ain't gonna waste no lie on y'all. They turned it on yesterday, but I didn't get to anything until today. So here I am. So, and I do apologize. A lot of things are still tucked away. I don't know where my equipment that I normally use for this podcast thingy, YouTube thingy. I don't know where my little phone cradle. I said equipment like I had like cameras and stuff. No, equipment, meaning a phone cradle or that little thing I bought that you can slide your cell phone in. It has the ring light or whatever. I don't know what that is. So when I find it, probably next week, things will be better. And I might be changing from the bed to someplace else because I just be real lazy. But I need to come out of that, and I'm going to. I actually have somebody working on a backdrop for me, so I'm trying to get it together, guys. So I do appreciate you guys for sticking with me, especially through my absences. But I'm back, and I am on the ball. So let's get right to this review. And again, I'm doing Sisters, episodes 8 and 9, because again, I have been gone, and a new episode comes on tomorrow night. So I'm not going to be separating these reviews at all. So I do appreciate you guys for, sticking by me and watching. So let's get into it. So now, Fatima is basically there at Andy's apartment, and she's been listening to Gary have sex with someone. And of course, when Andy gets there, and he's not having sex with anyone, he's actually on the phone with someone who he claims is his therapist. I don't buy it, not for 1 second, but Fatima can't say that she saw anybody leave the apartment, but again, Andy didn't stay and see if anybody was hiding under the bed. Like, I don't believe that Fatima was tripping. I think that those noises was very loud and they were very apparent. That it wasn't from a phone. That much I do know. That was not phone moaning. So we're just going to have to see how that plays out. And of course, Andy just loves it. She believes everything Gary says, and everybody else is foolish. And oh yeah, you just want him to be bad, and you want him to be wrong. And he wasn't. It was you, wasn't it? So, she's not going to ever get it. Not for a long time. Let me just say that. So, damn Andy. And Sabrina running into her old college classmate was kind of cute. I thought he was kind of cute. I would like to see her open up her romantic life to somebody new. No more Calvin. I never want to see him again as a love interest for Sabrina. Not one more time. Not one more time. You say things. You put it out there. Jesus. You're putting it out there, but you're putting it out there for the enemy. Gosh. You just shut your mouth, woman, on television. I had my pause on. I didn't have my mute on. So that I apologize for. But anyway. So I thought that was cute. The fact that he's a stripper, and not so much. I don't know about stripper meat. Stripper meat may be a little, tainted. It may have a little, I don't know, salmonella on it. I don't know. Be careful. Stripper meat, I just don't recommend it, because I know a lot of women who go to stripper shows with men, and they come home and have been smashed. So I don't know about stripper meat. I don't know. I don't think men are any better than females. And they say women are more, come on to men more than men come on to women. in the regular strip club. So we're just gonna have to see how that plays out. But they were cute together, I think. Um, let's see. I feel like Andy and Robin make so much more sense than Andy and Gary. Um, I like the fact that she went through with her date. I don't like the fact that she felt like she needed to allow it to Gary to actually go. I'm sorry, meeting. But at the same time, why would she even want to be with somebody that she has to omit the truth from? Like the fact that you have to skip around what you're doing and who you're doing it with is is a number one sign of you not being with the right person. You should be able to share everything with the person that you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with. And if you're already hiding things before you even get married, then what's that to say about what the marriage would look like? I don't think you should be doing that at all. So she needs to really look at herself and before she actually marries this dude, because it's gonna be pretty hard to kick him if you marry him and you kick him. Because we still don't know what Gary's motive is, but I feel like he has an ulterior motive, and it just hasn't come to surface fully yet. Because he's full of crap. He's full of crapola. Danny is self-sabotaging her relationship with Cowboy, and I don't like watching it. I mean, it's mean. It's mean. She's not being who she normally is around white men. But she's really trying to create distance between the two of them, and I don't like it. I think it's a self-sabotaging tactic because she's not used to having someone love her fully and actually be there for her and do for her, and she doesn't know how to actually deal with it. She doesn't know how to accept that type of love that he's trying to give her. And yes, they do have differences, but I don't know if those differences are enough for her to say, you know what, I don't want this relationship anymore. I think it's more so she feels herself falling and she's scared. So hopefully, that doesn't go too far. I don't know if I had the thought that maybe Tyler's trying to write off Cowboy, because that could very well be the case. And if that's the case, then he just needs to do it. But don't make Danny be like that. You can have him have to move to Kentucky or something, because they got a lot of farms up there, and he loves his aminals. Aminals. Okay, so I don't know what Tyler's trying to do with that, but I don't really like watching it. It's the only, non-toxic relationship on the show. Now, Andy meeting Robin in the bar and staying was stupid. You got what you needed from him. You should have said, I'll meet you at a later time, because you knew you gave this 10 carat crazy food the location where y'all was going. And you knew he was going to show up because he's 10 carat crazy and he's jealous and he's insecure and he does not trust you. So you were dumb for telling him where you were going to be out, is what I would have said. You need to trust me, period. And Gary doesn't trust her no further than he can throw her. And I'd be willing to bet he was watching them from across the room, because he's a creep. You know what I'm saying? He's a weird type of jealous dude. He's the type to cut your head off. If you got a Gary in your life, get away from him. If you've got a Garina in your life, get away from her. Those type of people will kill you. And he just really, really showed just how jealous he is when he approached the table after they had toasted and, basically said that they didn't, they were just complimenting each other on a business level, whatever, and all of that. He sits down and he asks all these questions, and I'm like, dude, you making a real ass of yourself. Right. I'm sorry. I'm agreeing with my own notes. It's so petty and mucky. Let's see. Fatima was cute putting the fellas in their place, and then trying to put Gary out. I mean, I'm sorry, trying to put Zach out. I'm so sorry, Zach. I'm so sorry for mistaking your name. But Fatima was cute putting them out and putting Hayden in his place and, telling Gary how she felt, but yeah, hopping on that thing like she was riding a rodeo. I thought that was cute because, I think they really have fallen for each other. And she really doesn't want to admit that she is falling for him. It is easy for her to, not admit that for whatever reason, which we'll find out next episode. So I was glad that they at least got back having sex again. Yeah, when she was trying to put him out, that was like so cute, and he was like, "No, I'm not going." And when he kissed her, I was like, "Ooh, yes, you better show her who's daddy, who's daddy, whose daddy's that? Your daddy," because she stayed, and for that moment anyway, and I thought that was cute. And then that was all the notes that I put down for episode 1. So I'm going to move right on to episode 2. And then I'm going to fill in any blanks that I might think of on the way that I didn't. Because I didn't write as many notes for episode 2. Well, episode 9, should I say. Okay, so Gary showing all his jealousy is just ridiculous. And then, Andy goes over there, Gary, leaves as she asked him to. And, she decides to go over there, leave, the table with Robin and go over there with the girls, which she should have done a long time ago. Well, her dumb self. Dumbest attorney ever. And then, basically ditching the girls to run after Gary was just dumb to me. Like, why are you worried about this man that much? Like, why even? It's dumb. I don't understand it, and I don't like it, to put it lightly. And the fact that he just decided that he wasn't going to come home. He was going to, be there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Must be the trees. But, for him to decide that he was going to be there and, until she got there and then leave and go to the gym, quote unquote, was just wrong. And I feel like she should have been like, I would stay at the gym because that's what the old me used to be like. But he brings back memories from the old me. And that's what he would have got out of me. Well, you better stay at the gym. You better hope they got a bed at the gym. That's what you better hope, Gary. And take your little raggedy ass spring because I don't even want that either. That's what she should have been saying. But she did not say that, did she? No. Why? Because she's the dumbest attorney in the history of attorneyism. Attorneyism. Okay, Zach and Fatima are still cute. I love that he convinced her to stay, and I love the way he convinced her to stay. You better get down there and get it. She said, okay, I'm not going nowhere. Right. For what? What would you be leaving for? You don't want no new bodies. You know what I'm saying? And if he's right there, he just gave you some meat. Why are you even going out? It's like silly to even go out, like, unless you was meeting somebody that's different. But make sure you text him and tell him you're not coming, girl. But yeah, if you got the meat there, you done got the meat. Ain't no need in going out. No. Let's see. Danny is, working overtime. She's doing whatever she can do to stay away from Preston. And I think that's dumb as I don't know what. Like, why would you even do that? Just tell the man how you feeling. If you feel like y'all opposites are too much and you don't want it anymore, then say that because you're building bad karma for yourself. You done went to the club with your fucking dress, excuse my language, hoping to, I guess, pull some people, and you came home and didn't even get into bed with the man, went to work, trying to go to work, tiptoeing so you don't wake him up. I think that's real childish and I don't like it. Let's see. I pretty much told y'all in another video that I felt like Zach's money was going to come back and he was going to wind up being, it was going to be worth his investment. And we're finding out that he has $877, 800, whatever it is, $878 or $787,000 in the bank. So he's pretty much good off of his $19,000 investment that he thought he lost money on. And I knew it was going to come back around. I knew it was. I knew it was. So we'll see how that plays out. That's pretty freaking interesting. We did see Preston, not Preston. What is wrong with me? We did see Aaron go and see Karen, which I thought was cute, and asked, to spend time with her and, just to see where things would go, because he showed her that, yeah, I want some more. I want some more. So we're gonna see how that goes, and that was actually cute for them to be a couple that I've just loathed because they were so boring. I'm hoping that they decide to make them a little bit more interesting if he's gonna keep them around. So that was cute. Sabrina getting a visit from Jacoby was decent. Him giving her the letter saying that she did nothing wrong was okay. I felt like she was a little too cold, but at the same time, because from my understanding, I feel like, yes, he was wrong to accuse her of sexual harassment, but at the same time, you suspended this man for defending himself against your ex-boyfriend. Like, what about all of that? Like, you saying you firing him for what? Defending himself against your ex-boyfriend. So I feel like to some degree she was still wrong, and I feel like she was a little too harsh on him when he came to give her that letter. And y'all can tell me what y'all think, because she did meet somebody else, and maybe that's who she's feeling like she's gonna put all her eggs in his basket or whatever. But yeah, I need y'all to let me know how y'all feel about that. But Andy and Robin, I hope she can get away from Gary and really hook up with Robin, because I think that relationship makes sense, because it looks like he's coming to the A. And if she don't want him, honey, I will definitely, let me see what I can do with him. I'm just he's a character. So, it's cute. We'll see where that goes, and we'll see where Danny winds up, after she runs Preston off, because that's exactly what she's going to do. I'm hoping Fatima and Zach can find a way to admit that they love each other and move forward with themselves. That's just my thought, my opinion. And I think I'm going to end it right there, because this video went a little longer than I wanted it to. But I do thank you all for watching. That is my $5.02. Peace.